Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. We have your Thursday morning forecast update. Glad to stop by this morning. You will be too. We have some very active weather for the next 2 days or so before a great looking weekend here, but we could see some additional severe weather later today and maybe again on Friday. Also some bouts of heavy rainfall, and we saw our fill of rain yesterday and overnight as radar estimating a good 3 to 6 inches of rain here across the I-20 corridor. We had a lot of wind damage with the storms in Arkansas yesterday, as well as up into Oklahoma and some portions of Texas. We didn't see as much flooding there in the northern Arklatex, but we did have some water rescues in the Shreveport area last night, and a lot of reports of closed roadways over in Harrison County in Texas, especially near Marshall, as well as Jefferson up into Marion County as well. So there will probably still be some high water on the roads in Harrison County, Caddo, and Bossier parishes as well this morning, but we should see some improving weather through the first half of the day today, but we will likely see some scattered storms this afternoon and then more widespread rain as we move through the day on Friday. So again, the storms this morning are kind of pushing to the southeast here. We still have this lingering front, so that is going to trigger some additional development over the next day or two. We may see just a few rain showers this morning. Otherwise, it's just kind of a cloudy start to the day here, but we should see some sun poke through this afternoon. And once the temperatures start to warm up, we'll likely see some scattered storms develop by the mid to late afternoon today. It's a much lower chance for rain for most areas today, but that will change tomorrow, and it actually feels really nice if you can get out there early this morning. The storms that moved through yesterday kind of used up a lot of the heat and humidity that built in during the day, so this is the coolest morning we've had this week. A lot of areas will be right around 60 degrees at sunrise, just kind of a cool and refreshing morning for us. A bit of a breeze out there, so that south wind today will start to bring the ingredients for the storms back, as the humidity will be fairly high for us today, and you can see the temperatures also in the low to mid 80s, so we're still running above average. See enough sun to boost these temperatures into the 80s today, but that's plenty of warm air to get these storms going again this afternoon. We have lost the wind shear for any kind of tornadoes, so that's a bit of good news today, but for the next day or two, storms will likely continue to bring some damaging wind gusts and even some large hail. We did have some large hail reports in Texas yesterday. Even though we are in the outlook here in the northern Arklatex, it looks like most of the storms today will pop up south of I-20. So again, the severe weather risk map just means the ingredients are there for severe storms. It doesn't necessarily mean that we will see storms in some of these areas. And then tomorrow looks like a marginal risk. I would expect that level 2 slight risk will probably be drawn into some areas of the Arklatex tomorrow, as well as the storms more widespread on Friday. So let me show you the next 2 days. This is your Robin's Toyota Futurecast. This time of the year with these wind-driven systems, the forecast models are notoriously terrible at kind of handling this kind of weather pattern for us. So this is our one of our models here that I think is handling it the best this morning. It does show just a few showers, maybe in Texas and Louisiana this morning. And if we do see storms this afternoon, they will likely develop here across the Toledo Bend region and then push to the north. So areas like Shreveport very well could see some scattered storms this afternoon. I don't necessarily believe that the rain is going to make it up towards I-30 today, but there is the potential tonight to see some storms kind of roll in either tonight or tomorrow morning. There's no guarantee that this round of storms will be there in the morning, but we are definitely going to see some scattered to widespread storms at least Friday afternoon into Friday evening, especially if that morning round is not there to kind of use up some of the energy in the atmosphere. So let me show you the rainfall map. I'm not too concerned about flooding today. You can see most areas less than a half inch of rain with anything that pops up this afternoon, but tomorrow we could see another 1 to 2 inches of rain in some of these areas that saw the flash flooding last night. So that's all it's going to take now that the ground is completely saturated here. If we see another inch or two of rain, it could trigger some flooding concerns for us. So we'll watch that on Friday. Again, some potential to maybe see some wind with the storms on Friday as well. And some of that rain will spill into Friday night, early Saturday morning, but we should see big time improvements this weekend. We'll lose some of the humidity and the temperatures upper 70s, low 80s. We dry out over the weekend. We lose the humidity. You can see the nights and mornings will get a little cooler going through the weekend and into next week as well. And next week, kind of similar, that we'll have dry weather maybe early in the week, but next Wednesday through Friday, looks like we'll see some scattered storms return, so we could be looking at some more decent rainfall by the end of next week.